Hope you're having a good 2024 so far. So it's been a couple of weeks since I've given an update on this series of microblogs that I'm compiling. It's called a complete guide of checklists and processes that I've used to generate an above market return so far. So over here I've written a preface. So I mentioned my motivation. Why am I still driven to create a blog like this where there are already thousands of other blogs and books which actually touch on this topic? So, few of the main red flags that I see is number one, the authors themselves usually they do not disclose their performance. So to me, I think that can be an issue because everything that we are learning, whomever we are learning from, I think it's quite important for us to learn it from someone who's actually achieved real life results, right? Otherwise, they're just going to be sharing theoretical information which is not really applicable in real life. So on my side here, I actually track my portfolio performance and it's public information. And so far, the returns I'm generating, I think they're quite okay. Generating about 15% CAGR per year in the 4 years that I've been tracking it quite seriously. I believe this figure, it should be increasing slightly to the 20% range even for the long run. So let's see. And also, another reason is a lot of those sources out there which touch on this topic, be it books or blogs, they don't really share the tools and share about where the readers can actually find all those information. So they may talk about and explain about certain financial ratios, for example, but they don't really share the information on where users can look for them. So for all of my micro blogs here, I will try to include a free tool that users can use to find certain information about the companies that they would like to analyze on. And of course, like I mentioned in my previous update, not everyone's financial goal is the same. So on my approach at the first part over here, I would encourage users to first understand what is their end goal, what is their financial end goal. So we work backwards, find out your end goal, the total duration that you'll be giving yourself to achieve it, how much money are you willing to set aside every month to invest to achieve this goal, and then we will work out the investment returns target that you should hit and subsequently build your own portfolio, uh, and that will give you an idea of how many stocks do you need in your portfolio. Should you be inclined towards growth stocks or defensive or dividend stocks, etc., because everyone's financial goal is different. Therefore, the methods should be personalized as well. And of course, I try to keep all of my blogs and my contents to be as simple as possible, without using a lot of complicated jargon. So the last time I give an update, I was up to here. I mentioned that users should favor companies which are led by founders and CEOs. Over here, I included some of the traits, the favorable traits. If the founders and CEOs they exhibit these traits, then there should be like a bonus points for the company. I listed down some tools over here which is quite useful, I think, to evaluate the effectiveness of a company's marketing funnel, from awareness to acquisition, retention, and how many of those users actually turn to promoters and loyal customers. So do check out this portion. It's quite useful. And I also talk about how important and beneficial it is for a company to have a strong ecosystem of brilliant products in place. So instead of investing in companies which are only producing certain brilliant individual products, it is a lot more powerful when the company is able to combine all those products together into an ecosystem that will make it more reluctant for their existing customers to switch. So this is inevitably going to increase the customers' lifetime value for the customers, increase their switching costs, and increase the barriers of entry for their peers in the industry as well. Then over here I talk about economic modes and the various economic modes that investors should look for when analyzing the companies. I also talk about PS ratio, how to so this is one of the latest blog that I just posted, how to identify the median PS ratio. It's one of the good ways, I think, to evaluate if the companies is undervalued or not. And one thing I like about this method also, it's also quite simple compared to a lot of other valuation ratios I've used and been exposed to in the past as well. So apart from all these other factors that you should consider, which will boost the return of your portfolio, I've also listed down some of the factors over here that could potentially increase the risk of your portfolio. So you would want to avoid the companies if they are showing a lot of these signs. So far there's been quite a good update on the blog. There's quite a lot of new contents added. It's a mix of quantitative and qualitative analysis as well. I believe a lot of these contents going to be quite useful for you for your investment journey. And I think it's a lot easier to also digest and put into practice all this information when they are being consumed progressively as well. That's going to help with the retention of the knowledge. So yep, thanks for watching the video to this point. I hope you find a lot of values in this contents over here, and I wish you great luck and success for the rest of the 2024. Thank you.